Hey everybody, welcome to Hearthstone. This is Hale, and no, I am not dead. I haven't made a video in probably about a month, mainly because every time I do, it devolves into a coughing fit. So here's my latest attempt. We'll see if I make it through. So we're going to play some Hearthstone, some ranked. I was going to show you my current deck, which I have made up myself. So it is named Custom Druid, because I am not creative. So it's got 2 claws. I did that mainly to give my Druid a bit more health to weaken the impact of being focused down. The instant damage is nice, but it's mainly for a little bit of armor buff. Argent Squire, good early drops, and I have a lot of buffs in here, so you can do a turn 1 Argent Squire, turn 2 Mark of the Wild, and boom, you get a 3/3 Divine Shielded minion. Mark of the Wild, so I just said. Power of the Wild, this is good flexibility. You can drop it as a minion, or you can do a minion buff. I'd say if you have 2 or 3 minions out, probably 3, definitely 3, sometimes 2, then the +1/+1 is very nice. Depends who you're playing. Wrath is very nice. 1 damage, card draw, or 3 damage. Gives you good flexibility, some card draw. Blood Mage Thalnos, not Thanatos, Thalnos. Gives you more card draw. I like card draw. I hate top decking, late game. So I like to pace my decks so that as I take a preventative drink to prevent coughing. I like to pace my decks so I rarely top deck even with an exceptionally long game. Blood Mage Thalnos works really well with Swipe, and Starfall, and Starfire. Starfall and Swipe, I mean the sweepers, works really nice with that. Also works nice with Wrath, anything that does damage. So spell power's nice, card draw's nice, so it's a good card to have. Loot Hoarder, I like that especially since the Novice Engineer nerf. Nat Peggle, very nice. If you can drop him turn 1 with a coin, or if you can put a beefy taunt in front of him, works out really well. Mark of Nature, speaking of beefy taunts, allows you to go either aggro or make a big taunt with a lot of health. You can do Argent Squire. Let's say you put an Argent Squire down, and then turn 1, and then turn 2, you can do Coin Mark of Nature with 4 attack, and then you're hitting with a Divine Shielded minion for 5 on turn 2. Harvest Golem, just a nice card, gives you another minion. I like to have minions out to put the buffs on, obviously. If you have buffs with no minions, that kind of sucks. So getting the second minion out is good. Swipe, very nice. I like that. Good clearing. One of the things this deck is weak against is getting rushed down, I think. So having some swipes in there helps with that. Keeper of the Grove, this is the only silence I have in the deck, so I usually try and save it for that, especially against, priests or opponents that will do a lot of buffing. So, somebody puts out a light spawn, doubles its health, all sorts, and then you just silence it. It's very nice. Starfall, good sweeper as well. Druid of the Claw, excellent. You get either a 4/4 charge or a 4/6 taunt for 5 mana. Seems a good idea to me. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll charge with it. What I'll do late game, if I get one of these guys and I happen to have a, Mark of Nature in hand, I'll drop this out with charge, and then I'll put the Mark of Nature with taunt on it. And then hit for 4, and then end up, I'm pointing at the wrong thing, I realize. There we go. End up with a 4/8 taunt. Starfire, very nice. You can use this to take out big minions or just go direct damage with that. And then Ancient of War, that's my big guy for the end of the game. 5/10 taunt, not bad. If they have nothing on the board, you can go aggro and go 10/5 attack. Doesn't have charge, but if they don't have anything out and they don't have a lot of cards, usually it is a good way to finish. So what this deck is weak against, I think it shines mid-game. I think it's strongest mid-game. Early on, beat down Warlocks with Murlocs and stuff like that. I'll lose to a fair amount of the time. Really late game, it's not as strong as people that have, you know, Ysera or Alexstrasza or Ragnaros. I don't have a Ragnaros. I don't have... Do I have any of those? I probably have... I know I don't have a Ragnaros because I would be using it if I did. So, yeah, I don't have... This one's funny. Nozdormu. Yeah, I don't have a Ysera or an Alexstrasza, and I frequently run into them. The giants may be problematic. Typically, I'll take down these big guys if I can with a combination of Starfall and Wrath or Starfire and Swipe or, you know, something like that. But these guys take 2 cards to take down. I don't have a Naturalize in here. Where is it? It's cheap, isn't it? It's a one cost. Yeah, here it is. I don't have a Naturalize in here because I don't think it has the flexibility that other cards give you. So, as I said, late game, it's not as strong as some of the decks, but I think it's decent early game, really strong mid game, and decent late game. So, let's give it a try. I'll try not to suck. So, rank 15 right now. I've gotten up as high as 13. I was trying a priest deck competitively. Where is it? I can't show you here. I was trying a priest deck competitively where you go shadow form, and that cost me a couple ranks before I gave up on that. So that's why I'm about rank 15 right now. So let's spin it up. All right, the Yorkie has returned, or the Yorkie poo has returned from barking at the door. The beagle is still downstairs. So we're the opponent. I like to imagine... All right, so I want to keep the sweepers. So normally I would throw this back as being too expensive, the Starfall. But I'm going to keep it. Actually, this is a really crappy draw. Keep it just because I might need a sweeper against this... Warlock. So not a bad draw. Get some removal. I get to go second. We'll see what he does. Okay, so he doesn't do anything, so I'm going to pass this turn as well. Keep my coin. This means I can do a sweep turn 5. Now this might be a late game Warlock where they just drop out, you know, Molten Giants and nonsense like that. So that'll be a lot of fun. So get the Loot Hoarder out, get a little aggro on the board, and get some draw going. So I'll probably save this for like a Ragnaros if I can. I usually like to do the silence rather than 2 damage unless I'm sure it will, you know, put me in an advantageous position. So this guy's being very passive. He probably wants me to beat him down. So I will oblige him on that fact. And I'll put another guy out. So when he takes these guys out, unless he silences them, I'll get some nice draw out of it. Yeah, there's one. And 2. So that's good. He kind of wasted that, I'd say. So 4 mana. I could put that out, but he's going very passive, so I think I will go passive as well. And also armor up. I don't think I armor up enough, or not armor up, use my shapeshift hero power, which gives me 1 armor. Enough to build up a little early game toughness with this guy. So I'll probably want to kill him. What do I want to do? So I could deal 2 damage to kill that guy. I could Wrath. I have both Starfall. So I'm being very careful because this guy has something planned late game. I think what I'll do is go the taunt route and kill this guy. I will give him a card, that's fine. And I'll have a taunt on the board, and I can kill that guy easily enough next time. I could kill it with the charge form. That leaves me 1 life. I don't think that that would be significant, unless he just kills this guy, in which case maybe I should have. Okay, so there's his play. And he's going to kill my taunt with that. I got Nat Peggle. So what do I want to do? I can do 5 damage and then 3 damage with the coin. Silencing this guy does nothing. I could go taunt and see what else this guy plays. I think that's what I may do. Or I could put this guy down with the coin. Maybe that's what I'll do.
I don't have enough mana.
I'm going to go big taunt. Let's see what he does. Poke him for 1. So we'll see what he does. If he has a silence, that would suck. Although I'd have a 5/5 on the board. When you silence this guy, you still have a 5/5, which is better than nothing. So that would allow me to keep my Starfall and trade this guy and a Wrath for the Giant. But I'm interested to see what he does.
Many possibilities.
Ah, you can play with the fruit. I've noticed that if you click the water at certain times, the water gets stuck on unless they've just patched it recently and I didn't notice.
I wonder.
So, probably gonna put down a, what do you call it, that shield guy. Argus Protector. Yeah, Defender of Argus, that guy. There you go. Gonna trade. Or not trade. So I could trade with that guy, which I may do. So what do I want to do? What would give me most... So I could hit this guy, take him down to 1. Do I have a swipe? No, I do not. So I could take this guy down to 1 and then swipe through, kill this guy and that guy. No swipe for me. What else can I do? So I could Starfall this guy. He can't attack. I could trade both of my guys for that guy. Or I could Starfall that guy, do 1 damage, and then... So it pretty much nets out the same. I guess it doesn't matter. I should probably take these big guys off the board. So... Starfall.
I fight.
Trade. Now, is there any... Am I missing anything that allow me to keep this guy? I could Wrath. That's not enough. And I could attack him, but I don't want to take 9 points. So I'll just trade. And I got 2 left. Should I Wrath this guy? I think I will. Just to clear the board. So I know he's planning some big stuff. I don't know if he has another play to back up that big play. He's looking for something. So this guy is a late game Warlock, so I have to be careful.
What we do.
Alright, so I could silence him. Or I could Starfall him. I think what I'll do is Starfall. He explodes. 2 more damage. Drop the Nat Peggle. And an Argent Squire. And I get a card. Yay!
I caught one.
So unless he can blow this guy up immediately, I should get 2, maybe 3 chances out of him. 50-50. So this is 50% chance of drawing a card. Basically, a Manatide Totem, if you are a... Excuse me, a Shaman is better than this guy, but he's not bad. And since the Novice Engineer got nerfed, you see a lot of them.
My eyes are open. My eyes.
Alright, so he's playing defensively. So what do I want to do? So I got 9. I could hit him directly. I don't know if that's the best thing to do.
Where shall I strike?
For the taunt out,
I fight.
I got 4 left. Just get a board presence, I think. And I'll claw. Don't have enough to go 3, but I can trade one of these guys.
Job's done.
And no such luck from Mr. Peggle this turn. What the heck is this? It's all glitchy. Check this out. I got weird stuff growing in my garden. Is that like a rotten melon or something? Ah, there it goes. There's the thing where it gets stuck. So it's going to do that for the rest of this match. Speaking of that, I have a pumpkin out front of my house since October. It's been snowing, or November. It would be out since Thanksgiving. So it's been snowing so much that it's been covered up with snow. The snow melts. I see the top of it. I'm like, I got to throw that away. And next thing you know, it's covered with snow again. So in the spring, I'll probably have a pumpkin patch sprouting there.
I wonder.
Broke the garden. Alright, so he'll trade that, I guess. Alright, so I like sea giants. They're nice. Oh, that was nice.
Well played.
Very nice. I could use a Blood Mage Thalnos, and then I could do 6 damage with this. So what do I want to do? There's nothing worth silencing. I could combo these two together and get a card out of it. So that would be that. That would be that. I'd have 2 left. I think that's what I'll do. Mark of the Wild. So I could Mark of the Wild that guy and attack the giant. Actually, I'll Wrath the giant. Mark of the Wild this guy. For 3, and I won't trade him. I'll just go after him, because he's obligated to attack. We'll see if he has anything clever. I think with this deck, I tend to be not aggressive enough. I tend to go more for board control, especially against these late game decks. So I think any good chance I get to hit this guy, the better off I am, because, you know, it's a good card. After the Ancients of War, I really don't have any huge creatures. Now, this guy is a good creature to silence.
Shields up.
Yeah, I think so. So that'll get rid of the taunt. Oh, there's Blood Mage Thalnos, a little late. So I'll silence him. That'll get rid of the Blaine follow-up and get rid of his taunt. I do not have enough. If I throw Blood Mage Thalnos out there, he'll die. So I'm just going to keep him for a turn. Or should I? So I'm going to be taking 4 damage. Now, I can take a turn's worth of damage, so I think that's what I'll do.
Wild.
If I could get a damage spell, that would be good. I haven't seen either of my swipes yet. A swipe with Blood Mage would kill this guy. So he's still searching for something. I know, he probably has a Jiraxis, too. I'll end up getting Jiraxis. Is he going to go for me? Yep. So that'll take that guy out. That's okay. I'm alright with that. So he can't heal that guy. Alright, very nice. So I'll have to Ancient of War. Now I could throw a Panther out there. Would that really help anything? It wouldn't hurt. +1/+1's not useful right now.
Job done.
So he'll have to... I see. So is he going to just use his... No. So he'll just go with the... No, he's just going to focus this guy down. Very nice. It's looking grim for the home team.
Well played.
So I can kill this guy. Easily enough. See, I can do 5 damage to him. 6 damage, really. That's not anywhere close to what I need. And I don't see anything I can do. I can kill this guy easily enough. That leaves me the giant. If I armor up, I'll have 3 armor, and I can't kill this guy directly with just the claw. Yeah, I'd say that's not a win. All right, well, good start to my return to broadcasting, eh? So we'll do well played,
Well played.
and we'll let him have it.
I concede.
All right, well, this has been Hale. Thank you for watching me lose. If you have any comments, helpful advice, or perhaps unhelpful advice, let me know. But I should have been trying to focus this guy down before he got to the late game, I think. But I'm not sure what else I could do differently. So any suggestions, please let me know. Also, if you're not a subscriber, we have a subscriber promotion for the end of the month of January. So if you're not a subscriber, consider signing up. And if you look like 1 or 2 videos back, you should see one promoting or explaining the contest that we're doing. So the more subscribers we have, the more stuff I give away. Thank you very much.